Previously on Waterdeep Dragon Heist.
Ooh.
Welcome to the city of Waterdeep, the city of splendors.
Hello there. I'm Sleekbeak. Sleekbeak is a Aarakocra. He's an ibis. So if you've seen any ibises around, he will look pretty much exactly like that, except bigger.
You scan the area. You've chosen well this location. You are protected from the sight of merchants further down in the trades ward, and the alley provides ample cover for what comes next. The merchant cannot see you from your location and also is not paying attention to his goods.
Well, Sleekbeak is going to basically dash out, gather up everything that he can, and then dash back into the alley.
Yeah, so you get to the back of this wagon. It looks like this merchant was transporting like large rolls of silk, which are probably a little bit big for conspicuously stealing. But with your 16 perception, you do note a coin purse in the back of the wagon that you could easily pocket.
Yeah, I definitely am pocketing that. That's the main thing I'll be after, I guess.
Yeah, you do so without much issue. Why don't you just go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check with advantage with your familiar's assistance? Like a shadow, you just so gracefully walk behind this wagon. You don't even stop. You just casually outstretch a winged arm, swipe this coin purse, and keep walking. Reaching the alley.
Finn is a human. Nice sort of styled, but maybe not perfect mustache curled upwards. Baker boy hat, trench coat, and sort of three-piece underneath, a suit and tie. He's perched up above, and he's sort of, I guess, staring pretty intently at this person walking below him.
Indeed you are, because this is your target, Finn. One that you've been after for a few days now. This is Garrick Hedare. He is a lesser nobleman that you have been employed to deal with. You have been following him for about 9 days, tracking and studying, as you always do, waiting for the perfect moment. And here it is. He is alone, and there are no witnesses in this dark alley. You pounce down from the rooftops, the sound muffled by a light snowfall that has begun to fall throughout the city. You land behind Garrick. He is unaware of your presence.
I'm going to pull out my dagger, and as I stand upright, I'm going to wrap my hand around his mouth and go straight for the neck.
You slash the dagger across his neck, and blood falls in the snow.
I'll just sort of whisper into his ear and just say, like, give my regards to those in the afterlife.
Within the crowded, cramped basement of the Black Star Inn, two figures stare each other down, encircled by gamblers and enthusiasts of the city's underground fighting ring. A large, imposing figure towers over a burly human man with an eye patch covering his left eye. The larger figure cracks his knuckles and smirks. Now, could you please introduce your character?
Hello, I'm playing Fade. He is about just over 5 foot tall half orc, and he's a pugilist. He wears just your simple leather pants and boots, and has on almost like a bathrobe sort of get up with short sleeves. It's covered in blood. It's matted. It's dirty. But he's just wearing the biggest grin. He's definitely in his element.
You circle this man. What do you do?
I will just walk very slowly towards him so he knows what's about to happen, and I will just throw a quick jab right at his throat.
The man spits out some blood, repositions his eye patch, and is going to take a swing at you.
I spread out my arms and give him a big toothy grin, and I say, have a good time. Take a shot. I will deflect the blow and follow up with something a little dirtier. I might just take 2 fingers and almost like a knife, just slip it between his abdominal muscles and pull it out as he very quickly, very clean as he crumples to the ground.
Alright, I'm playing Ghana. She is a goblin woman. Short, because I only have one size in character.
Short kings only.
Short kings only. And yeah, she's got mostly buzz short hair at the back and bright pink purple bangs at the front. A weird leather jacket, leather pants, like proper rogue getup. And yeah, she's very cool and calm and collected.
Very good.
The people we're waiting for are here. And she'll point to both the gentlemen that just walked in.
The guy in the hat and the big bird.
Mm-hmm.
Are we joining a circus?
The one in the hat just did a job for me, so let's see how he did.
I like his jacket.
Good afternoon, Madam Ghana.
Just Ghana's fine, thank you.
Very well, very well. I believe this may be yours, and I'll pull out my the insignia and just toss it on the table. I guess that means job's now done. We?
Well, this job is, are you interested in more work? And we haven't been introduced yet, my fine feathered friend. Who might you
Ghana.
be?
Hi, Ghana.
You are meeting with a woman named Bonnie, who is a barmaid at the Yawning Portal Inn. Didn't tell you much
I'm
about
looking for Bonnie.
Aye, that would be me. And you?
Ah. Ghana. You can call me Ghana.
Ah. Yes, for the job, of course. I just,
Somewhere discreet we can go?
Just, here, let me grab you a drink. I'll finish up what I'm doing and I'll come and speak to you.
So, how do you drink out of this cup? With your, and Fade would just gesture in front of his face, like, beak.
I mean, I make it work. How do you do it?
Oh, I don't have a beak.
Well, I don't have a mouth. I'm interested.
Take a sip.
I don't sip. Are you kidding? I tip.
You hear the sound of a chair scraping against the wood. Someone yells out, "I thought we told you not to come around here, pig." And then the sound of somebody being hit square in the face. And a chair toppling over.
Oh.
Looks like the half-orc woman threw the first punch.
Yeah, she did.
These 5 bald men all have eye-shaped tattoos on their head, which you know to be a Xanathar Guild gang symbol.
Mm-hmm.
The half-orc woman, as she throws the punch, you see her hair kind of flick behind her shoulder, and notice a tattoo of the black flying serpent of the Zentarum. Garner, you're first to act. By the time that you get there, you can see that this half-orc woman has already knocked one of these men unconscious.
Sleekbeak is going to. He's going to cast sleep. Basically, I'll try and sleep all of the Xanathar ones.
I think Fade from earlier would have been already bounding over, and with the same momentum, he's just gonna punch this dude right in the jaw.
We got your back, girl.
Much appreciated. Don't worry about them. They're, well, nothing I can't handle.
Fade picks up a plate off the table and is immediately distracted and walking back to where they were, going, "Hey, can you reckon you could drink off this plate?"
The members of this rowdy table jump up, and the other begins to cheer and head towards the bar. He tosses Dernan a gold piece and says, "All right, I'm up." Yeah, in return, Dernan gives him a drink in a wooden cup and a silver bell.
Oh.
People in the yawning portal begin to cheer, and the young man begins to strip down to his underwear
Oh.
I declare.
as all the patrons in the bar begin slamming their jugs on the wooden tables, and a drinking song erupts.
Deep and dark and down below, where only fools and braggarts go, where monsters roam and dangers mortal few survive the yawning portal. Grab the rope and risk your fate. The Undermountain's darkness waits. Stand your ground or ring the bell, and hope you make it up the well. Dip, 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 dip.
This is a game called Portal Dipping.
This seems stupid.
Seems like a good way to make money to me.
I'm not doing that.
You see a large, green, gnarled hand reach up behind this man as he grabs the lip to pull himself back up. You see the look of shock in his eyes as he realizes something has caught hold of him. And you hear the scream as he is tossed back down into the well. And a troll clambers up to atop the portal.
Ooh.
You notice what may be... You're not sure. Pustules, boils, maybe, on its back? That...
Sleekbeak's not going to leave his seat. He's just going to sit here and cast a magic missile.
For 5 points of force damage. The troll roars. You hit 3 darts several points across this thing's back. And those boils begin to move.
Ooh.
And then they erupt. And from the back of this creature come almost, well, a dozen creatures.
Oh.
Wonderful.
Do they fall back into the well?
They do not.
Ah, no.
Quite gross to look at.
Ooh.
They are.
The troll is going to attack this creature in front of it, who was pulling up the rope. It gets to make 3 attacks.
Oh.
It bites down into this dragonborn man, and then picks it up in one hand, rips him in half, and throws it into the well. Dernan's turn. He leaps the bar and charges at the troll.
He's an ex-adventurer, so that makes sense.
and he is going to make 4 melee attacks with his sword, Grimvolt. One of the Sturges is going to head up to Fade, the other is going to head to Durnan. Iagra is going to come to Durnan's aid. Another Sturge making an attack against you, Fade. This Sturge attaches onto you. You can feel it beginning to drain your blood.
Hot. Very curiously, you just look at the one that's noshing on me and just try to bite it and rip it off me. Delicious.
It erupts into... It's kind of like a... You know those lollies that have like a liquid center?
Oh, like gushes.
Like
yeah.
gushes?
Yeah.
It's that, but it's full of troll blood. Garner,
Mm-hmm.
you just saw Fade eat one of these things.
Yeah, I don't think that would phase her, to be honest. Yeah, she's gonna pull out her rapier and start getting down to business.
Seeing my employer starting to get surrounded, I'll pull out my rapier and slash at the one next to Ghana.
You just pierce this thing straight through. And it falls back into the well.
I give my rapier a flick to get the blood off. And just look at Ghana and go, Mon cher.
Flickbeak, I will, so the one that's attached, I will firebolt.
With pinpoint accuracy, a bolt of fire from
See
over
it,
the table, Fade, just singes your arm slightly, but kills the Sturge that is attached to you.
I turn around and give a thumbs up to Sleekbeak.
You see Durnan pull his sword, Grimvolt, make 4 quick strikes. The first one is deflected by the troll, but the last 3 strike true. Durnan pushes the troll back, and with his last strike, severs the troll in half, sending it tumbling back into the well.
Nice.
What a chad. Alright, listen. Would you let me get away with like a deck save to stand on the edge of the well?
Yeah, but if you fail it, you'll fall into the well.
Okay. So everyone's looking at me. He just kind of... Faye just kind of shrugs like, what the fuck do you want me to do? And just sits down.
A crit may permanently kill.
Don't put that in the world.
Just gonna take a screenshot of the roll I just rolled so that you believe me. That was a natural
that's right.
20 for folks at home.
I have a backup ready.
Luckily, it rolled pretty terrible on the damage. Please take 8 points of piercing damage
Whew.
as it latches onto you.
You see him wince, and his eye twitches for just a second as he sort of is bleeding profusely out of every orifice. But he's up.
Damn.
You solved my troll puzzle.
Yeah, you, good sir, look like you could use a drink.
Or,
Finn just
like,
sort of looks around like, oh.
or maybe some medical assistance.
Thanks for the assist. Next round's on me.
Merci, cancer. The strongest bourbon you have.
Cheers.
Yeah, Garner's gonna slide hers over to Finn. And just give like a nod of respect.
I'll nod back, and with my 2 drinks, I will pour one on a wound and down the other.
As you are chatting at the bar, a figure approaches. He is a kind of strangely dressed man in almost finery, but there's no nobility to it. Well, that was some most peculiar business.
And who might you be?
Ah! You do not know me. How fortuitous. Volothamp Gadam, chronicler, wizard, and celebrity. At your service. It's Volo.
That follow?
Is it
That
really that
Volo.
Volo?
It is
Oh,
that Volo. That fucking scamp.
the world's most hated bard.
The world's most hated man, Volo.
Yeah.
You see, the truth is, I fear I have misplaced a friend amid the odious violence which has recently been seizing the streets of this fair city, and I could use your
Oh.
assistance in finding him.
And who
Fine.
is this individual?
Ah,
that
yes,
we're
of
looking
course.
for?
My friend's name is Floon. Floon Blagmar. See, last night he accompanied me to the Skewered Dragon.
How much are you gonna pay us, fancy man?
Ah, yes, of course. You'll be well paid. I can offer you 10 gold to each of you right now and another 100 gold each when he is successfully returned.
When you
Oh.
say successfully, can you define that a little bit more for us, please? So I believe you said it was 20 gold up front each? Plus expenses?
Now I'm sure I said 10. Well, I'm waiting on some royalties, you see, actually, for my latest book, Volo's Guide to Monsters.
Oh, of course, yes.
I can offer you 15 gold each up front. I'm afraid that's all I have on hand at the moment.
What about 15 gold and a spare copy of any of your books?
Well, gentlemen, what do you think?
I'm wondering how securely he's fastened that bag folding.
I'm starting to get bored.
Alright, let's do it. 15 gold's pretty good.
Yeah, Mr. Lockhart?
It's all up to you. You are the chef after all.
No, this is a partnership. If you don't wish to do the job, you don't have to.
My curiosity is piqued. I guess we're on the job.
Wonderful news.
As soon as you hand over those 20 gold pieces each, you would be surprised how often that works.
Well, Bonnie, another round for myself and my friends here before they leave, perhaps?
No. Goodbye, fancy man.